Guess what? We invested all the 500.
Whoa.
500,000.
Whoa.
Once again, welcome to the Collins. Today we have a very wonderful couple, as you see them, wanameremeta. That's how we say it in Swahili.
Mere.
And these are the Cofelles. You can find them on TikTok, on YouTube. Just search the Cofelles. But together, we are the tender beginners.
Beginners.
Beginners, yes.
Tender beginners.
Yeah. Good stuff. So today we are going to have them asking us, I don't know whatever questions they have planned for us. We'll respond to them to the best of our knowledge, and we'll say nothing but the truth. So yes. God help us.
Amen.
Good.
Amen.
You've taken an oath on our behalf.
There we go. Take it away.
Take it away.
Take it away.
Ndio nimepatiwa nitangaje. Usukana. Tunaanza na simple questions.
Opportunity. How many honors zariwe?
Opportunity.
Who's more likely to wake up late? Ama before, ama nani wanaamka wa kwanza? Between you two. So you are a late waker.
He's not a morning person. He's a nocturnal. He loves doing things at night.
This guy sends me messages at 4, 3.
Look at your brother.
But I normally see blue ticks, so it means he's awake.
Yes.
So
you
shouldn't
two,
put it on
you
me.
guys should have him. He can sleep at what time?
Him?
Yeah.
Even at 4 a.m. He can't sleep.
Kwani mnatumiana memo? Leo manze tulale 4. Bro mengia 4. Tami ndo. Next question. Who's a better cook?
Definitely.
Like
no, you know the truth. Yeah. She even comes up with her own recipes when she decides. There are those seasons. Akiamua. Ma recipe tu kali zinyato ujuzi natoka hapo. You can't even refer to somewhere else. But pia anakuanga na zile time anasema akiamua roho imesema ni maharagwe. Maharagwe peke mnakuwa shamba la maharagwe. Anyway, yeah.
This one is karibu ngumu kidogo. How do you maintain a healthy, balanced relationship?
The word is balanced.
The word is balanced. Very tricky question. For me, I think one thing that has helped us survive is communication, open policy communication. Being honest, being truthful. And also, how would I call it? There's some sort of compromise that you need to have when you're in a relationship for it to survive. And knowing how to balance when to compromise and when to point out, I think this we need to do this. Yeah, that's what I would say on my end.
I would agree. But I think also is tolerating each other. Yeah, tolerating each other to no limit. Yeah, because I think most of the things that bring that unhealthiness in relationships is small things. Either toothbrush haijawekwa penye inafaa kuwekwa, socks na manguo zimetupwa kwa floor, ndani ya laundry basket.
Look at this.
Small things that but you when you get to a point where you can easily tolerate the few things that you talk about, and you see that this one, it is too hard for my husband to change it. This one is too hard for my wife to change it, and you get to that point where you freely do it, not because it is bothering you that much, but because you've noticed that this one, even if I talk, it won't get any better. I will just get into an argument for no good reason. So I think that tolerance has kept us moving. I'm not very much of a clean, super organized person. I was a tomboy when he met me. So things used to be like, he used to be complaining. kwa na ningependa room yetu ikae
Oh, darling.
Kwisha. These days he doesn't talk. I see him waking up in the morning, cleaning up the room. I'm like, okay, this one was beyond what he would have said. Ameniokoa.
Nasema, the grace of God.
Yeah, so I think that's it. Actually, my mom used to say my daughter Shifra, where she will get married for sure. They have issues. Because I was a tomboy.
Tomboys are
Yeah.
allowed.
Yeah.
So another question is, what has been the biggest challenge you faced together, and how did you overcome it?
That's a no-brainer. Considering that our age is almost the same. We left school almost the same time. In most cases, it's expected the man has left school earlier, so has made a few things here and there for themselves.
I'm a cow.
So by the time we were getting married, I was just trying to establish myself. So there are times where we have been completely broke. You know, broke is it's not where you know sina pesa sahi, but kuna pesa natoka pahali. Yeah. There are times when between you and poverty ni shilingi 10. You know, her being patient and understanding has helped us overcome. And also the open policy where when the money is there, it is open, we know the money is there. Rather than, anajuanga, anasotingi tu, but she doesn't know how much you have. So even when you don't have, there's some expectation because unasotingi tu, we don't know how much is there. Yeah.
There's a time when we had, I think it was 70 bob. So between us and life was 70 bob.
And poverty.
Yeah, this is beyond even, wanasemanga, as poor as a
Church mouse.
hii ni beyond.
True, I get you.
Tulijiambia, babe, 70 bob inaweza nunua nini? Let's just go to the center. But then I used to love bajia. Najua bajia hizi za streets. So we decided, let's eat this money.
Tukule
tupate akili ya kutafuta nyingine. Tukaenda tukakula bajia, and we came back and life continued. I think, to me, finances really, of course it's a big issue for
Very big issue.
for very many people.
Very big issue.
But I feel like we have each other whether we have or we don't. And that is something that should keep us moving. Whether we have or we don't. It doesn't mean that you're comfortable being in the state you are in.
Yes.
But can you do anything about it?
True.
If you can't, then just enjoy yourselves. If I see literally that he's done everything he needs to do, he's put his effort, he's put, sometimes you invest and things don't work out.
Very true.
You put your money somewhere and it just... There's a time when we got a loan. 500 Kenya shillings. 500,000 Kenya shillings.
Half a million. Sema tu half a
Yes,
million.
half a million. And that time was around the time 2022, yes.
We were
coming out
just
of
changing
COVID.
location
So we were changing location of 58th.
of our business.
Yeah. And then we had moved to Kiamunyi. And we got a loan. We agreed to get a loan to boost the business. Around that time, because he wanted to set up a studio, I think he used to consult with you.
Oh yeah, okay.
You used to have a lot of meetings of how will we make this studio nice. Then he'd come back
that
home and then
Oh,
he'd
yes.
tell me, Sam's studio is very nice. He has done something good.
Wow, that's nice.
And then I'm like, okay, so we can just do the same. Me personally, I believe in total support
Yeah.
to your partner. Like, that is the only thing I know best how to do. I support you. Whether it will go this way, tutaenda pamoja. Whether it will go this way, tutaenda pamoja. And I trust his instincts in most cases. So that time, a friend of his, akamwambia, there's this online job where we are getting money. He was always skeptical
The princess of Kenya.
of online. But this one was a trusted friend. He waited for like 2 months, then he's like, let's join. So that time he had joined, that is the time we had gotten the loan. Hey, guess what?
Finish
Guess what?
Finish
kumalo.
We invested all the 500.
Whoa.
500,000.
Whoa.
It wasn't once.
In phases.
It was in phases, and the first phase
Was successful.
It was
successful.
good. That is the time. That is the
nice.
time our parents were buying land. We even invested their money for land.
Where?
Yeah, because they had trusted us to be keepers. Hey.
Now this needs to be a proper story.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is a proper story.
Luckily, anyway, I will give so much out for that story because it will kill the story.
That time, I think my heart was like, now this money. So the day he was to receive that money, specifically the one for Wakina Mom, the land money. The other things don't just decide to go. I don't know how.
On the very day.
Yeah. I'm like, Jesus, let
Take
this
the wheel.
money not there. Then, after him calling, apparently they were connected. He was a team leader.
Who was the team leader?
He was a team leader after being there because he was investing big.
What?
So he calls the lady was called Malika. Malika, oh, this is my money. You know, this was money for my parents' land. So I think she talked to the team. They reverted the money.
It wasn't reverted. I received the money with some bonus. I think around 80 Gs.
Yes.
80.
80,000.
Hii biashara ilikuwa inajipa.
No, in a legit.
In
Legit.
like 3 days.
Yes.
It was in 3 days. 80,000. So we are like, we can trust Mama. We get the money. I think we invested around 400,000. On that app, we were seeing millions of dollars. Do you know millions of dollars?
Tulikuwa tushaanza kupiga hesabu. Hapa sasa
Tutaweka gari.
tutapack. Hapa ndo vizuri pa kupack ni.
Garage tutarevamp. Ikuwe studio kubwa. This is actually alikuwa research. What are they called? Hizo vitu za kuweka background.
Backdrops.
Yeah, backdrops, whatever. Tushapiga hesabu.
Cyclorama nini.
Wewe.
Cameras, we were sorted.
ABC teleprompter.
My friend. Hesabu ilikuwa rahisi. This one, hii pesa kwanza ikuje tulipe our bank in
loan.
2 months.
In 2 months, just 2 months we paid because money was there. We could see it. And we had already been withdrawing
Yeah, you have been
before.
receiving plus bonus.
So,
Why shouldn't we?
that time, I thought my husband was going to die.
Anaongeza maji.
Let me tell you, for two, anyway, we are giving so much of that story. That's a story for another day.
But you can imagine, we had to survive that. I thought that was the hardest moment we were going to talk about. It was hard. None of us showed that it was your fault or this was your fault.
That's nice.
Because I feel like when it is a blame game, you know, there are couples who discuss something before. And then when something bad happens, it becomes a blame game. I was not part of it.
Nilikwambianga hizi vitu zako za studio. Unaona sasa? Pesa yetu yote tumefanyia kazi tangu tuoane. Ndio hizi, unaona sasa
And then,
hakuna.
you know, on top of that being alone, you have to pay. Hadi sahi, nalipa tu na uchungu. And you know this money just went.
Hey, that's tough.
Yeah, so that was one moment that it taught us, one, to to be cautious. Even regardless of whichever person, however you trust, however much they are your friends, you trust them, it taught us to be cautious. Yeah.
Wow.
I think we need now a movie for this.
We act.
To act in see to act kama watu pesa wewe.
Mtupatie hiyo 500 ya ukwelo. Tuna act tukishwi. Maldives.
Hii itakuwa sasa kama ile ya Terence ilikuwa inafanya nini?
Chemically.
Yeah.
So another question is, what are your biggest fears or insecurities in your relationship?
Either you've cooked ama umpeleke tu nje hivi. Kuna vile tu ma compliments zinaanza kutokezea tu hapo.
Umempata.
Ni kama anakumbuka you're handsome. Wewe na wewe shida yako ni
You can
nini?
actually imagine my husband would be in bed sleeping deeply. Akisikia tu